guys, welcome back to another live stream. Then I'm back today then for a match reaction, and we'll be talking about more about Arsenal and Manchester United, but a match reaction called for Southampton 0, Aston Villa 1. Then it did end at St Mary's Stadium. Aston Villa, the winners, to win 1-0 today. Southampton did get that goal disallowed in the well, they got 2 goals disallowed, 1 in the first half and 1 in the second half. But Aston Villa come out and get that win. I think we was playing better than Southampton today, but yeah, should have deserved more goals. But big up to Ryan, mate, Huddersfield Fan TV. Ryan, if you want to join, of course, Nippon is joining, so I'll send you a link. Firstly, what do you make after VAR decision to rule out Southampton goals by all available? The first goal in the first half, I think, was offside, but a second, I think it was a bit harsh. But yeah, of course, thanks to VAR. But yeah, keep asking me questions. We'll wait for Nippon, and we might be getting Manny on in the bit. So yeah. Ryan, if you want to join, you can. I'll send you a link. Ollie Watkins scoring will do a conference world of good. Yeah, it will. Yeah, I've got Ollie Watkins did, of course, scored Aston Villa's winner at St Mary's today, and yeah, I think it was a good header and a good. I am happy to send something. Yeah, that's fine and Ryan. But keep asking me questions, guys. We'll be waiting for some guesses, and we'll talk about this match reaction, and we'll talk about the games tomorrow. United versus Arsenal should be a tasty game. But yeah, keep asking me questions. So wait there. There we go. 1-0. Southampton 0. Aston Villa 1-0. It was yeah. Which sports? Big up, mate. Big win for you guys. Yes, it is. It was a big win. Rich, if you want to join as well, you can. I'll send you a link because of course we will talk about United versus Arsenal games. So yeah, I'll send you a link now if you want to join. But yeah, who would you say your best player was today? I didn't really watch a game, but Douglas Lewis apparently was good. Yeah, again, so probably him. But yeah, I didn't really watch a game. But thanks, but yeah, that's fine, Rich. Keep asking me questions, but to the app here right now, I'm gonna see who their same man of the match was. So good. It says Emmy Martinez was man of the match. So he did save no good. But yeah. Keep asking me questions. I will get all your comments in a minute. Right. Just ask me loads of questions. Which sports put will Everton sack Frank Lampard? I think losing 2-0 away against West Ham today, then yeah, I think they will. I think he'll be gone tomorrow or Monday morning. I can see it being tomorrow or Monday. He has to go for me. Do you see Villa pushing for Europa League places or Conference League? Yeah, I've heard, of course, we started a new chant today, Villa fans singing, "We've got Super United, we. Yes, I think that's what we need. Can't survive about Bailey in the chat. Villa gonna win the Europa League. Yeah, that's a new song. What was announced today. But yeah, I hope, of course, I think we're like a point off top 10 now, so moving on to Leicester game should be good. And yeah, Midlands Derby, let do it, let beat Leicester, and we've got 2 tough games after that, Man City and Arsenal. So yeah, keep asking me questions. I should be joined by guesses like in a bit. One might be joining now, one might be joining in a bit. It says Lampard has to go now, I'm afraid, but who can save Everton? They are in massive trouble now. Yeah, that's the thing. Who can save Everton? That's the thing. But Nippon has joined. You right, Nippon?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. So Lampard has to go now, I'm afraid, but who can save Everton? They are in massive trouble right now.
Everton are at the point of no return.
Yeah,
Whether Lampard stays or goes.
yeah, I agree. I think he has to go now for me. But we will wait and see. Keep getting comments down. So Nippon, 0-0 for your team today against Liverpool. You happy with that? Don't know where you go.
Oh, I was on mute. I have to say
Oh,
we were unlucky that we didn't win.
oh yeah. The board have left the fans down. No backing, boy. Yeah, I agree, Ryan. I really agree with that, and yeah. But of course, yeah. But it's a big game tomorrow. Arsenal against United should be tasty. One in the Premier League. Um, I'm not too sure what to say about that, but we'll get onto that. We'll get onto these like of course today's matches. Then we'll get on to tomorrow's and talk about the games. But yeah. Nipper, what did you make of Madrid? He looked very lively and showed some real gimps.
I'm not getting carried away.
Mm.
Look, it's easy to play against a 37-year-old James Milner. Let's see if we can do it against like your Ben Whites, your Kyle Walkers of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll judge him.
So of course, let's go on to the match reactions after the Premier League. Then of course, the half-12 kickoff. It did finish Liverpool 0, Chelsea 0. I backed Liverpool to win this 1-0. I was so close, but a 0-0 draw for both teams, and now they're both only 1 point ahead of Aston Villa. Can Aston Villa finish above both of them this season? We will wait and see. But if we win our next game, Liverpool, Chelsea, Brentford lose, we could actually finish. We could be sixth by if Brighton, Fulham, Liverpool, Brentford, Chelsea all lose, we win, we will go sixth. That would just be massive for Aston Villa. But 0-0 draw. We are. Was you good in this match, Nippon?
I wouldn't say we were good. I'd say we were less shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think of course both teams wanted that. I knew it would just be that game, no one goal in it, and yeah, but it wasn't any goals in it, and 0-0. But next game we move on to AFC Bournemouth 1, Nottingham Forest 1. Forest away form is just crap. But a 1-1 draw. What do you think of this game?
I didn't watch it. I didn't actually watch many games, to be honest with you. I was just knackered from
Yeah.
last night. I'm just going
I,
off by what I heard.
yeah. I didn't really watch many today. I went to a Tamworth game and Tamworth won 9-1. So yeah, Bournemouth really should have been winning this after taking the lead. Yeah, but Forest are that team now. I think they'll stay up. But yeah, I know what you're trying to say. And why? Next game I've called Leicester City 2, Brighton of Albion 2. A great point for Leicester. I think Brighton expected to win this, but a great point for Leicester. Uh, Brighton are playing good this year. Can you see Leicester going down this season, Nippon?
No, because they're just purely because there are teams worse than Leicester at this moment in time.
They are only 1 point above the top. It could go down to last game of the season. You never know.
Like I said, my three to go down, well, in no particular order: Everton, Southampton, and your scum, not my scum. Unfortunately, my scum are going to win the league.
Oh, you're saying Wolves will go down?
Wolves or Leicester City, one of them two.
Mm,
But Southampton and Everton are nailed on.
yeah. Ryan put swapped points for Brighton. I am afraid. Leicester have been very under them, and they are down there, so you can't rule them out of going down. Yeah, I agree. I think yeah, Leicester could actually go down. It's really tough in that table this season, and yeah. Next game then it did end Southampton 0, Aston Villa 1 then a 1-0 win to the Villa boys. We've got Super Emery. He exactly knows what we need. Can't say that about Bailey in the chat. Villa on the way to Wobbly. Come on. But yeah, class win for Villa. I think we're getting top 10 this season. Emery, he's been on fire with us at the minute, and yeah.
Are you mathematically safe? Like, have
We
you
are
accumulated enough points? Like, you could get this many points, but you could lose all your remaining games this season,
we're
but you stay up.
we're 11 points safe.
Oh, so you could lose all your games and still not get relegated.
Mm, yeah.
Okay. So what's the magic number to stay up?
Don't know. I think it's normally like 30 points, isn't it? Pretty sure. I don't know. Why? Not too sure. I think it is about like I don't know. But I move on to the next game. West Ham 2, Everton 0. Jared Bowen scored both goals there. Danny Inks came off the bench on his debut. And yeah, great win for West Ham. Everton going down, but yeah, it'll be more than 30. Yeah, I knew it was about 30, but yeah. Working 38 to 4. Fair. Let me move on to tomorrow again then. Arsenal take on Manchester United. What are you thinking?
Glory, glory, Man United, as the Reds go marching on. Come on, United.
Okay,
Trust
what do
me,
you
I
think?
feel the same way about about Arsenal as you do for Birmingham City.
Yeah, Birmingham lost today. Villa won.
They didn't. They drew.
Who?
Birmingham City drew today.
No, they lost 2-1.
Oh, Oh, did Bristol score in the last minute? Because when I last checked, it was 1-1.
Nah, they played Preston, mate.
Oh,
Blackburn,
I'm getting confused
Bristol.
here.
You're on about. You're on about Blackburn,
Yeah.
Bristol. Yeah. Well, guess what? Bristol did actually score last-minute winner, but it got disallowed.
Ironic.
But yeah. I feel bad for Winer. Blackpool Huddersfield got called off.
Yeah, why was that called off?
Oh, apparently a pitch or something. Wine, let us know. I think Huddersfield should get that win now because
Send Ryan the link.
I have. He said he doesn't want to join, but Ryan, come on, man, join. Come on, Ryan. Come on, Ryan.
Imagine how weird it felt for Tottenham fans
Don't get
in
me
the
going.
in the Tottenham versus Man City game.
Mm.
A lot of them were like, I'd be happy to lose if it meant Arsenal losing ground on the Premier League.
Ryan, I sent you a link on Insta, so please join. I beg join that. Amy Martinez. Oh, Amy.
Is it true they gave him all the Villa fans gave him a standing ovation
Yeah.
when he came back?
Yeah.
All the Man United fans gave Lisandro a standing ovation as well.
Yeah.
I hope he keeps thingy quiet. Leandro
Ryan, I sent you a
Trossard.
link Insta, so join, please. But big up to two people who
I hope he
watched.
keeps the likes. I hope he keeps Leandro Trossard and their front line quiet.
Trossard will probably come off the bench.
Yeah, and hopefully drop a 0 out of 10.
Mm. But what do we think, guys? Of course, Arsenal, Man United. Ryan has joined.
Good
Yes,
evening.
mate.
Good evening.
Well, you ain't happy, are you, today?
Well, no, but I'm just thankful that I didn't actually get. I wasn't one of those unfortunate ones that were actually in Blackpool at the early doors. Obviously, I hadn't actually set off this morning, so of course. But yeah, still very much annoyed by this postponement. It really isn't good enough, and I definitely have a kind of conspiracy theory about this in terms of, Blackpool did the best to get this game off today, I believe, because obviously Mick McCarthy's just come in. They just want more time with Mick McCarthy on the training field. So yeah, I have my conspiracy theories about this, and I just think something's funny going on here. But yeah, they should be fine. They should be docked points, and I hope they get relegated.
What?
Wow.
Wait, what time would have
Strong
left?
words.
We were due to set off at 11:30. Now, obviously, I got down to the stadium because obviously we set off from the stadium, got on the coach. I got down to the stadium for about, I think it was about 11 o'clock. Yeah, about 11 o'clock. And of course, we was told that it was postponed because I didn't actually hear until I actually got there that it was. But yeah, it's one of those.
Absolutely mad.
Yeah, the only game in the championship to be postponed.
Yeah.
And Premier League, obviously, yeah, obviously, yeah. Or in the top two division,
Well,
yeah.
I've enjoyed my Saturday because I went to the Tamworth game, and guess what a score was? It was 9-1. Take a win.
No way.
But
No way. That's some scoreline. I'm not gonna lie. 9-1.
Yeah, we was I went to a game and 9-1 win.
I remember a
We're
game very
top
similar
of
to
the
that in
league.
the Premier
We're
League.
top of the league. We're Tamworth FC. We're top of the league. We're top.
Which oh god, I forgot what I was going to say. Which league do they play? Now they like Van Roma, Tamworth.
We're like 2 leagues below League 2.
Okay, so so like Van Roma North.
Yeah.
I hope they make it into the football league.
Imagine Tamworth against Chelsea. Tamworth played everything in the FA Cup a couple of years ago.
I bet Everton battered them.
No, it was actually 1-0 Everton.
You know, you can batter a team but only win 1-0.
They did
Like-
batter us apparently. Apparently we battered them, but we just couldn't finish. But our striker is on more goals than Erling Haaland got this season.
Oh god, you're shameless.
Come on. And guess what? No nature, are you listening to the song we're singing? Or walking along, singing a song, shitting on a ball. We don't care about Marmite Mansion. We don't care about Borat Scum. All I care about is Tamworth FC.
Sorry, what's the number? Are you Tamworth first or Villa first?
Villa first.
Ryan, do you have a second team?
No, I mean I do look out for the local non-league sides around here, but I don't follow them as such. I just look out for them. Yeah.
What's your local league teams?
We've got various around here. We've got Emily, who probably play even further down than, well, they definitely do. Got, who else have we got? Halifax.
Oh, they ain't that far. No.
Yeah, Halifax is quite local to me, but like I say, I don't follow any. I've only got one. I only follow one team, really.
I think you guys know my second team.
Well, I have a League One side as well.
Yeah.
My League One side is Ipswich Town.
What is your League One side?
Ipswich.
Oh,
Don't talk to me about that today, though. God. Bloody hell. It was only like 3 games in League 2.
Yeah, free games though. Still 3 games in League Two, and full credit to them for getting those games on. Of course, shame on Blackpool. I'm going to keep getting those Blackpool jibes in. By the way, I do apologise, but yeah, I have to.
who do you hate more, Blackpool or Leeds United?
Well, it'll always be the Leeds scum because I hate Leeds, but Blackpool are a very close second now, I'm afraid. And of course, I just, like I said, they deserve.
I like how we brought that up. Who do you hate more?
They deserve to go.
Blackpool close second.
I'll probably say so. Maybe I'm being a bit.
Your brother. Your mother is your sister. Your sister is your auntie. The Blackpool family. You ever heard that? But what do you guys think then tomorrow, Arsenal Man U?
Come on, Man U.
I think Man U will win it. Just though, I think it'll be goals.
You think?
Yeah, I'm definitely watching it.
You're more confident about that game than most Man United fans.
Well, I'm saying. Let's put this on. Look at the banner, lads. Nippon, look at a banner.
What banner?
The
Man
banner.
United. No, you believe that?
Come on, United. Bloody win against Arsenal.
You seriously want Man United to win the league?
I'd rather have them than City and Arsenal.
Oh yeah, I'd rather anyone over Arsenal.
I hate City as well. Oh, Jack Grealish. Oh, Jack Grealish. It doesn't die.
Well, did you call him out for diving when he played for you guys?
Yeah,
Be honest.
I did.
No, you didn't, Bailey, and you know
I
you
did.
didn't.
No,
Oh,
you didn't.
No, you didn't. So
No,
don't
you
be bitter.
didn't.
Don't be bitter
No,
now just because
you
he's gone to
didn't.
City.
You
So, yeah,
liar!
no.
You're a liar! You're a liar!
You're a liar. You're a liar. No, you do not.
I did.
I'm looking.
Okay, Pinocchio.
Fine.
Okay,
Fine.
Pinocchio. Whatever you say.
Wait. Let me speak. So, it was this game, yeah, against Derby County when we battered them 4-0. Came back from injury. He dived once, and I said to my mate, "Oh, that was a dive, but we'll take it." That was.
See, you're so shameless. You are so shameless.
Oh, dear.
Okay, when your team do it, when he does it for your team, but when others, he does it for others.
Guys.
Yeah, so don't be a hypocrite.
Guys. I am biased, yeah, but we are getting Europa League this year. We are.
You're
We
biased.
We
Well,
actually-
I
we're
did.
getting
I
it.
call out
Chelsea
my
ain't-
own players
Wait,
for diving.
Nippon. Chelsea ain't getting anything this year. Villa are gonna get Europa League or Conference.
On a positive note, Cardiff lost again today, by the way. So
Yeah, one
Why
of
do you
them.
hate Cardiff? You
No,
seem
I'm
to hate everyone, Ryan.
I don't hate Cardiff. I'm just saying Cardiff for the final place. You know, obviously the final place just out.
Going down. Cardiff going down. Nah. Cardiff going down.
And that means
Low scored against this old club today.
and that means if we win both of our games in hand, we actually do go out the relegation zone. But yeah.
Ryan.
What?
Low scored them against this old club today.
Who did?
Low.
Yeah,
plays for QPR, scored past Swansea today. I think his name was Jamal Low.
Yeah, Jamal Lowe.
Yeah, him.
Yeah. So of course Wigan
playoffs in the Championship. Big. You watching the 12:00 game tomorrow?
Of course, it's a big match. Of course, Middlesbrough versus Sunderland. I'm going to be watching for sure, and I am looking forward to actually midday kickoff on live on Sky Sports. So yeah, it's going to be a really good match.
I think Middlesbrough win.
Yeah, I think Middlesbrough win, but it'll be a very competitive game. And of course, Sunderland at home, have got a great set of fans. A great big following, of course. And,
it was a good win for Norwich today, but I thought they were going to bottle it when it went 3-2.
Yeah, it was an entertaining game. That wasn't it 4-2. It ended up to Norwich, but yeah.
I think Norwich might get playoffs now. I think Burnley, Sheffield United will go up. I said Watford, yeah. I said Watford will give Watford a game, yeah. Watford fans coming to me saying, "Oh no, we're gonna batter them."
Well, on paper they should have done. And of course, what Watford very deflating in this game, and they should really have won the game, and I expected to win it, but
I
yeah.
think Rotherham stay up. I think Huddersfield will finish bottom of the league.
Ooh. You think?
Wigan will stay up.
Yeah, he's joking now, and he's taking the mick, yeah, because we probably deflated. You were just getting my back up there, and I'm not falling for it daily, so there we are. Wigan are struggling again. They lost today, and they really are struggling.
Luton are playing good though, so.
Pardon?
Luton are playing good, so I
but but again, Wigan have to start getting wins. I don't care who you're playing again. Like I say, they have to start winning games, and they're not. So.
But nipping in the mud. Wait, did you see that shrine at St Mary's? Boy.
What?
It was a shrine at St Mary's, and
no, I read about it. I actually watched the game obviously because it wasn't on TV. I'll be watching Match of the Day soon and checking out what's happening there, and obviously have more of an insight. But yeah, a bit of a strange carry on there.
Yeah, a shrine, like it's just.
But yeah, I mean,
what time Match today on?
I think it's 10:30, isn't it, or is it just
what channel?
Oh, BBC One, isn't it?
Watch it.
Let's just see. I don't know. It might be a bit later tonight actually because news is until 20. I think it'll be about 10:30. I think. So it's not.
But Chelsea get battered everywhere they go. Chelsea get battered. Think Villa will beat Leicester.
Liverpool beat Leicester through through a double own goal. Not having it.
Yeah, but Villa should beat Leicester next week. Villa should beat Leicester. Then after Leicester, we've got Manchester City and Arsenal.
Oh, fear them, Bailey. You're gonna get back.
Can I say something? Yeah, in 1 week, one week, we can do Manchester United a favour. If we beat Man City and Arsenal, United fans are gonna come to me and say we love Aston Villa. Aris will be coming to me and saying, Aston Villa, I know you beat us, but right. And I ain't nervous about City anymore.
Well, you do realise if City beat you, this is going to come back and bite you.
Yeah, but it was a draw at home this season, so I'll tell you that. We should have beat them as well. Don't say we shouldn't. Coutinho goal was not offside. But yeah, and we're coming for Chelsea as well, Nippon. 1st of April Fool's Day. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Oh, you'll probably think I'm joking on that day. If I go, Villa gonna win or Chelsea.
Come on, Bailey, calm down. Let's rate it in a bit and start. Focus
if it's on April Fool's Day, for your own sake, you'd better predict a Chelsea win.
No, I'm saying 6. I'm saying 6-1 Villa.
Wow, it's not. You honestly think it's gonna be that big?
Can I say something? Potter never beat us,
So, Nippon, what was your overall thoughts of today's game? Did you say, of Chelsea's point of view? Were you happy with the point, or how did you feel?
Look, I'm gonna say that we were lucky. I would say we were a little. I'd say we were a bit unlucky to walk out with just a point.
Oh, wait, Nippon, can I say something? Did you see John Terry in the way, and then all Chelsea fans jumping on him?
Oh God, I love him.
Mate, he's always a Villa, but he will always be a Chelsea as well.
But what did you think? Sorry to interrupt. What did you make of the VAR decision though, Nippon? Because obviously it looked quite a tight call. In terms, was it offside? Sorry, I think it was quite a tight call, wasn't it?
Oh, look, I'm not gonna bash VAR too much.
Yeah, no, but it did seem a strange decision, of course. But yeah.
कैसे हो भाई साहब?
Hi, Manny.
सब ठीक भाई, आप कैसे हैं?
Yeah, man.
मैं बिल्कुल ठीक हूँ.
Yeah, so just a few pleasantries between the two of us, asking how we are. It's always nice sometimes when we do start to go into another language, but I know this is an English language stream, so please forgive me, Bailey and Ryan.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Yeah.
And Bailey, once again, thank you for inviting me.
No, fine. So of course, Arsenal Man U tomorrow, Manny. You looking forward to it?
Oh, mate, listen, I just got off an absolutely rowdy sort of raucous stream on OTF, and Ryan can testify to that.
Yeah.
And we've had more than a few, shall we say, debates about what would happen and the ideal sort of team. I just think that it's going to boil down to an almighty tactical battle between Ten Hag and Arteta. Arteta, if he's smart, will not make the mistakes he did at Old Trafford that day. But Ten Hag also will have his work cut out trying to field a team which won't have Casemiro in playing on the park. So whether it's McTominay to partner Eriksen, or whether it's Fred who'll partner Eriksen, or whether it will be McFred as it's otherwise known, it will remain to be seen. I think they've also got to try and make sure they don't provide us with too much width. Otherwise, Saka and Martinelli will completely run rings around the fullbacks. But having said that, Wan-Bissaka has been in good form, and Luke Shaw certainly has the experience and the quality to handle his England teammate. So this should be really exciting. But I'm looking forward to it. Should be a good clash. I'm predicting a draw. And as a few friends of mine have noted, whenever I predicted an Arsenal draw, we've gone on to win. So keeping the streak going, I would say.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really tough.
Are you wearing an Arsenal shirt right now, Manny?
No, it's just a red shirt because, I mean, it doesn't matter because both Manchester and North London are red.
Yeah.
But weren't Arsenal originally from South London? Hence why rivals call you guys Woolwich.
Yes, and of course, we didn't originally wear red either. In fact, it was thanks to Nottingham Forest loaning us their kit that we ended up adopting that red color. That's a huge. That's going all the way back, and that's going back all the way to a time when I think almost around about that period, or maybe a few years later, Huddersfield won 3 championships in succession.
Yeah, I read
it. First division? Was that the English First Division?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have the equivalent of a Premier League, Ryan.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So yeah, obviously I've only looked at the history, of course, but yeah, it's one of those. But yeah.
So what got you into supporting Huddersfield? Is it like through your family?
Like I say, it's just my hometown club. Obviously, I went to football with my dad. So obviously it was a town spot. So yeah. So then I got into it that way. But yeah, like I say, my hometown team. I've always followed my hometown team. So that's.
If I was to support my hometown team, my hometown team would be West Ham.
Really? Wow. Yeah.
I was born in East London.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, of course, big game tomorrow, 4:30 kickoff. United. But I think it will be goals. I think you should start Trossard, Manny. I think maybe play him up front, then Saka and Martinelli. What do you think though?
Yeah, we've bbeen talking about this. I mean, my idea would be to just bring him on as a sub because, he's just signed for the club. He's completed the paperwork in time. And I take your point, and I agree that there are concerns over Nketiah because I don't believe that he will be up to the task of, scoring against some really top quality teams. And certainly in the North London derby, he was found wanting. It could very well be that after they do their business on the wings, Nketiah might be brought off for Trossard, and Martinelli could end up going into the centre. And there has been some talk from other fans of Trossard actually playing as a centre forward. I'm not too sure that Ryan wouldn't agree with that in any way. Again, Trossard's just come in, and obviously, the best part about signing him is that with his style, he certainly suits the type of profile of winger, but certainly that Arteta would like. So I personally believe that he could, slot right in on the left. If he has to play on the right, so be it. He could be an option if Saka gets burnt out. But at least now we've got some good cover in that particular area in case one of those guys were to start to, burn out a little bit. But to answer your question, Trossard should come off the bench. I'm not confident. I'm not really eager to see him start. No, it might be too big, too soon for him.
Yeah, I agree. I did actually watch a top four game. Well, a top four team a couple of hours ago, Newcastle. Some people saying they're in title challenge. You never know with football, but I don't think they will. I think they deserve that win.
Did they win? Did they win today?
0-0. I think they deserve to beat Palace. I think they've got good players like Almiron. Then when they took him off and brought Murphy on, they just looked a bit shit, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, I disagree, to be fair, because I think Palace did put up a good fight, and of course they did have one of the best chances of the game. Nick Pope coming up with a fantastic save. I think Mateta had that strike, but
it was Mateta, yes.
Yeah, and of course, I think that kind of disgraced Palace performance today. I think there was quite good value, to be fair, for a point, and of course they could have easily won it as well. So Newcastle didn't really perform to the best of their abilities, really, to be fair. And obviously they'll feel like they dropped points, but yeah, that's just my take on things, really, with that game.
I think they did go forward more, but they just wouldn't shoot, if you know what I mean. So there wasn't like shooting. But yeah, of course, you said Bannerman, Villa on the way to the top four after that massive win for Southampton. I know you're trying to not laugh.
No. I'm actually smiling, mate, because I'm actually seeing a repeat of telecast of that. It wasn't shown live where I am, but I'm watching it now. It's in the second half, 15 minutes to go, and some pretty good stuff coming up right now. So I'll keep you posted. You've already seen it anyway.
But yeah, of course, Aston Villa, of course, we got a new song. We've made a new song at St Mary's today. Some Southampton knobhead, like one of them, was going to Villa fans trying to get Almardi. Only one Southampton fan against like 2,000 Villa fans. So yeah, but yeah, of course we've got a new song called We've Got Super United, and we exactly knows what we need. Can't so out about Bailey and the chat. Villa on the way to Europa League. Yeah, let go with Nipper third. Do you think Villa can get Conference or Europa League this season? go Maddie first.
Yeah, I'm glad you finally asked me to go first because you'll know, Bailey, that there is a good Arsenal
Yeah,
connection.
I don't see why not.
Good.
Right, Manny, you go.
Yeah, so there is a good Arsenal connection with the Villa, given that your manager, of course, used to manage us, and I was one of those people who was, of course, impressed by the way he was trying to do the job. And I'm just watching that goal right now. Very well taken header indeed. Right place, right time. Ollie Watkins. And, of course, Emi Martinez played for Arsenal, Callum Chambers. There is some talk about you lot trying to get Matteo Guendouzi to come and join you.
And we're trying to get these are the signings what we're trying to get for the end of this January. Yeah, we're trying to get Moussa Dembele, great player. We're trying to get Gordon from Everton. I'll take him any day. And we're trying to get that player who you said, and we're trying to get Paul Torres from Villarreal. We're trying to get players. I'm surprised we haven't actually came in to for one of your first team players yet. To be fair, but carry on.
No, you might end up getting Smith Rowe before the season gets over or before the start of next season if he doesn't get too many games. But it's not so much the players he's brought in, but the system that he's adopted. And you'll remember, I mean, the stats speak for themselves. It's now 16 points from 21 games since he's come in to the top job. And obviously, he's helped you recover from being, possible relegation candidates to now being comfortably mid-table. But momentum is everything. And we do remember how good a job he did for us when we had that very long unbeaten run with him. And we should have been able to finish in the top 4. He also did take us to a European final, which is something that Arteta hasn't done yet. And so there are several Arsenal fans, I'm one among them, who feel that as bad as things might have been before he was eventually asked to leave, there was still a possibility that he could have turned things around. But sadly, form dictated that, the board had to, for their reason, try and get rid of him. And obviously bringing in Arteta was a left field appointment. I don't want to talk about that. But he seems to be an intelligent sort of manager who comes to these, for want of a nicer word, sleeping giants, if you will. Because look, Aston Villa have won a Champions League and we haven't. Like I'm happy to, support
Champions of Europe. You'll never sing that. So we always sing it to Man City. So
yeah, you can sing that to Arsenal as well if you like. But he comes to these sleeping giants and does a really good job implementing a system where the team is a lot more industrious, but also quite skillful enough, and also difficult to beat, exceptionally solid. And he might not have been able to do the business with really top teams like PSG, for instance. But this is the sort of environment where he thrives. And obviously, we also remember how he knocked us out of the Europa League at the semi-final stage at the Emirates Stadium, his former stomping ground. So I think credit should go to the system that Unai Emery has adopted and the sort of respect he's commanded from the players. And he's certainly got them playing for him, listening to him. His English has definitely improved, I would say. And I'm not being patronizing in any way or, condescending. I think he's a good man who has worked really hard to communicate better. And I'm really happy for him. And, momentum is everything. And if you are able to perform this way against these teams, make sure that you're either able to perform well and win, or also just have a scrappy win like against Leeds and Southampton. That momentum can take you a long way, and I certainly do think that you could end up pushing for Europe. Whether or not you'll make the Champions League, I think you're honest enough, Bailey, to say that maybe it might not happen. But again, this season has been so crazy. Nobody would have predicted that Liverpool and Chelsea would be stuck in the middle of the table. So who knows what could happen? And I think, again, credit has got to go to Unai Emery, quality manager, quality person. He's got players who really who are responding to him. And I say long may it continue for you.
Yeah, before we move on to Ryan, of course, we play Arsenal soon. Get Leicester and of course Man City out of the way, but we do play Arsenal soon. Some Arsenal fans came to me and saying they're nervous for the Villa game because of course Unai Emery is back. It's at Villa Park, 12:30 kickoff. Villa are playing well lately, and if we beat Leicester and beat Manchester City or get a point, then it could maybe give you a little nervous. But you are playing good this season. But what do you think?
Yeah, listen, obviously, since Emery had to leave Arsenal, we faced him twice when he was boss of Villarreal, and he, pretty much had the number on us. And obviously, the nice thing about Emery is that he's not motivated by any sort of revenge. Class act. He obviously wants to do what he can for the Villa and make sure that his team will, come out and play. And it will remain to be seen because given that the likes of John McGinn are still out, I mean...
Yeah, when When is
Go ahead,
McGinn
Nitin.
back? Sorry, when is he back, Bailey?
McGinn, he should be back for a Leicester game.
Okay, so hopefully, if McGinn comes back, it will bring back a little bit of some leadership and some sort of drive and some skill. Although personally, I think if Emi Martinez has been doing so well as captain, he should perhaps potentially keep the armband and allow McGinn to concentrate on his game. But with more players coming back, it could potentially make things a little bit interesting. We're in a comfortable position where we've been able to play an unchanged team for the most part for the last few games. But until recently, we've had a lot of questions about our own bench strength. And you've improved your bench strength, especially during the September transfer window when you brought in both Bednarek and Dendoncker. And that was a period when we were trying to get Douglas Luiz off your books, by the way, only to say in the end, it's not worth it. And that's one reason why I can never abide with Edu. So I don't think we're not going to fear Villa, but but Villa deserves some respect. And I'm one of those fans who says, look, take it one day at a time. None of this ridiculous banter. We've got to appreciate every single team we come up against and say that on their day they are capable of doing well. And I think in front of the home fans, you lot will be determined to do as well as you possibly can. So, yeah, it'll be an interesting game. I still think Arsenal might win, but it will be a tight win. But I wouldn't be surprised if you are able to take a point or even 3 off us because, you guys are building some momentum slowly. And I'm really, really impressed.
Yeah. Of course, some news is Southampton boss Nathan Jones has spoken with Bednarek as he concerns releasing the centre back from his loan spell at Aston Villa. We as already told Marvin about and Morgan Sanson, they are free to leave the club this month. So big news there. Of course, he probably wants some players out and wants to bring players in. But Ryan, what do you think of?
Bailey, you're mute, mate. You're mute.
You're on mute.
Oh, you're back. Yeah, you did this the other day.
Someone called me, but what do you think of this? Sorry, thoughts.
Are you?
Listen, I'm only here for like 2 minutes. I'm only here for like 2 minutes because I have a stream on Nipper's channel, so 2 minutes max.
Yeah,
So
go,
Villa finally won a game, Bailey. Villa
Shut up. Wait.
They won last week against Leeds. Be respectful.
Oris, what was the score when Villa played United this season? When was the last time you beat us?
Well, listen, it was a. How dare you talk to Man United like that?
Nah.
Well, listen, Ryan, I do understand from your frustration. That is an absolute joke. That's an absolute joke. That Huddersfield thing, that's an absolute joke because correct me if I'm wrong, but they announced like way before, like they announced when the fans already came to the stadium. So that's an absolute joke.
What happened to Super Eric Ten Hag on that game day?
No, hang on, Nippon. No, don't change it. Wait, Ryan, go on.
Yeah, Nippon, so yeah, I mean the game was postponed. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, the game was postponed around 11 a.m. this morning. Fans did set off early because, of course, it is nice to make a day of it in Blackpool. Of course, it is a place where it is nice to have that day out kind of thing. So yeah, man, I'm absolutely fuming about this, and obviously I'm very much, in the mind of kind of, there seems to be more to it than this really, because I think Blackpool did their best to get this game off today. I really do, because obviously Mick McCarthy's only been in the job, a day. They want to have more time on the training field with him. I think there's something more to this. I really do. And at the end of the day, we're the biggest losers out of this today. Blackpool have to play the game, I admit, but they're at home, and of course it looks like it's going to be midweek now, and obviously we had sold out today, and yeah, obviously a lot of people won't be able to go now. So yeah, absolutely fuming, and yeah, it's just not good.
I've got a stream now. Obviously, Nippon. Don't worry. I'm in your back room. So listen, I'm gonna head off now. Host Nippon stream. Take care, lads. Obviously, big up Manny. Obviously, before it was on my stream. So big up Manny, man. Good to see you. Obviously, good to see you, Ryan. Good to see you, Nippon. See Chelsea. Chelsea's got a draw today, so you're happy. So listen, Scouse is in the mud. Will forever be in the mud. Jurgen Klopp. Is it a goodbye for Jurgen Klopp? Who knows? I big up Bailey, man.
Yeah.
Clop in, mate. Clop in.
Let's talk about who's the next manager to actually be sacked. Of course, I think Frank Lampard, but or I don't think Nathan Jones is a Premier League manager, to be fair. But Nippon, who do you think next manager will get sacked?
Frank Lampard. And then he will go back to Chelsea and join our board. That's what I think will happen.
Okay, Manny?
It's looking like Lampard, but I'll tell you what, a lot of Bournemouth fans are now starting to lose a lot of faith in Gary O'Neill. They needed to win against Forest today, and they could have done so, but it was a former Bournemouth youth player that snatched a point away from them. So at least they've halted their losing run, but I don't think their patience will be, staying with him for too long, which is a shame because I actually did think he was good value for getting that contract, but for now, Lampard looks to be the odds-on favourite, and Moyes has had a stay of execution, of course. It looks as though it could very well be Lampard.
Yeah, I agree.
Guys,
Yeah.
I got to go now.
Next.
When you next live, Bailey?
I'll probably be live after tomorrow's game, so tomorrow night probably, with some Arsenal and some United fans if you all want to join.
I'll probably join in that one. Send me the link.
Yeah.
Anyway, speak to you later, guys.
Big
Good luck
up.
tomorrow, Manny.
Cheers, thanks, Nippon.
Cheers.
Catch you soon. Have a good stream.
You can join as well tomorrow if you want, man. You can all join.
Yeah, appreciate that, mate. But normally after an Arsenal game, I go on Del Boy's stream if and when he's available. So, but anyway, I mean, I enjoy coming on over here. It's a nice, very nice change of pace, and I think, yeah, it's good to really be on a stream with you. So, yeah, it looks as though Lampard's days are really counting. I mean, the clock is ticking. It's really ticking fast.
Yeah. So, what today games, of course. Well, let's talk tomorrow games actually. So tomorrow, of course, it is Leeds Brentford. Should be a tasty game. I got Ivan Toney in my fancy league. Had to get him in this week because I think this will be his last game in the Premier League. But what do you think of this game? Let's start with Ryan.
Yeah, obviously it's going to be interesting to see what happens, and of course, yeah, like I say, Tony's probably last game before he gets banned. But for me, Brentford will win this game. I think they'll be too strong for Leeds. Leeds are kind of struggling. I know it's at Ellen Road, and I know that they've got a great set of fans.
Leeds are falling apart. Okay.
As much as
you go down with the Leicester, down with the Leicester. You're going down with the Leicester. Hey, I was at a Tamworth game today, yeah, and I was with a Blues and Leicester fan, yeah, and like me and my mate are Villa fans, yeah, and when Blues went 1-0 down, we went mental, yeah, and we was like giving him fingers and all that. Then next minute, Southampton scored, yeah. He went mental. Next minute, it was disallowed. So it was just too fun. But what do you think, Manny? Anyway.
Yeah, I did make a prediction in our last stream that Leeds actually would win because Brentford are the type of team that will shine against some really big teams. But when it comes to games like this that they really should win and need to win, they might just come up a little bit short. And Leeds also do have some good players coming back. Bamford, of course, is back in and amongst the goals. I think he'll definitely be eager to try and give the fans something to remember. Defensively, they seem to have, solidified up a little bit. I think Marsh has his more or less his first choice back four available to him and a good set of substitutes. With Brentford, I think it's just a weight of expectation for them. They're expected, obviously, to do as well as they can, given how well they've done against the top teams. And of course, in one of their last away games, they beat Manchester City. I just think that expectation just tends to weigh on them a bit too much, and I think Leeds might take advantage of that. So, 2-1 win for me. I'm confident in my prediction.
Okay. It says here then bold prediction. Well, this won't actually happen, but this is bold prediction for someone. Lampard will not get sacked. Brentford will get Europa League football. Nunes to outscore Haaland after February. Nottingham Forest will finish in the top 8. Aston Villa will get Conference League. Norwich will get automatic promotion. Millwall will win the playoff. Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear.
Yeah. Millwall will win the playoffs. Watford won't get playoffs. Ipswich won't get playoffs. Forest Green will not get relegated. And that is it. So bold predictions there. Man on for match, by the way, from Aston Villa today was Emi Martinez. What a goalkeeper.
That song should be changed to Emmy at the back and Bailey in attack, and then you could make the Europa League. Maybe even the Champions League. Because goals might win you games, defences will win you championships.
When Arsenal away fans come to Villa Park this season singing, "We've got Arteta," and if we go 1-0 up, we'll be singing, "We've got Super United."
As you should. Because here's the thing which I don't like about Arsenal fans. I mean, one thing which I will agree is that, our support, whether it's been home and away for our team that's currently been playing, has been really good so far. You're not going to find any prawn sandwich munchers in our lot. The only problem is they have a nasty tendency at times to be very, very disrespectful and dismissive of a lot of other teams, and especially a lot of ex-players. And one case in point, of course, being Emmanuel Adebayor, of course, who loved us and was doing well for us, but then was forced out because apparently there were some concerns over his attitude. And there was even a chant when we got the Russian striker Arshavin, Andrei Arshavin, that is. He's 5'4", he's 5'4". We've got Arshavin, so to heck with Adebayor. And I've had to change the words, obviously, to make this PG. First of all, Arshavin was 5'7", so that really puts a nail in that. But, to just knock Adebayor like that, was absolutely just disgraceful. And of course, when he scored against us for Manchester City, he ran the whole length of the pitch to sort of celebrate like this in front of the Arsenal fans who were at the opposite end. I think he was entitled to do that. And it just angers me a great deal to see some Arsenal fans behave the way they do. And I always say, Bailey, that although we might support different teams, at the end of the day, it's all about being respectful to one another because we all love the same game. So, and some of these Arsenal fans, whether they're on Twitter or elsewhere on social media, can be rather, cocky with their the way they conduct themselves and the way they disrespect a lot of former players and former managers. They'll probably say that Emery deserved to be sacked because he left the club in an absolute mess, which is really untrue. To this date, Arteta still hasn't been able to get to the 70-point watermark that Emery got in his first season, although that could possibly change this season. It took Arteta long enough. But sometimes the behavior of Arsenal fans really gets on my nerves, and there is a part of me that doesn't mind seeing Arsenal fail to win a few games so that, they can be taken down the notch, because when they behave horribly, fans like me end up getting, the brunt of it. That might sound selfish, but that's just my point of view on this. So you start singing it, you put it down their throats, you're more than welcome to do that. Seriously.
Yeah, and of course, can't wait to get you on my match preview this season, of course, against Aston Villa, against Arsenal. But last time Arsenal came down, I did actually start a chant that I was singing, something like Arsenal. What? It was like I think it was last season when I'm thinking it was 1-0 to you, and you was all over us.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Sorry, watching BBC News just pointed out Aston Villa, how they think Aston Villa could get Champions League. I think we can. I really do. We just need to. If we beat Leicester, beat Man City, and beat you boys, Arsenal, then I think we can. I think we can take it over from Newcastle, from Tottenham, because they ain't that good anymore. They've been shocking this season. But yeah, today I've got Aston Villa did win 1-0. Southampton had 37% of the ball. We had 63. They had 8 shots. We had 16 shots. It was 5 on target for both teams. So yeah, of course, Aston Villa are on the way to the Europa League. I don't want Stevenage fans commenting saying, "Oh, we beat you in the cup." You know, you can have your little cup. You're gonna get battered by Stoke in the next round. We don't care about cup because we're getting Europa League, and I think Aston Villa will be winning it.
Wow,
That might be
very confident.
if we get Europa League, we could get far in it. I really can see us, but yeah, of course, talk about more news. Of course, let's talk about the next 5 games of course, Arsenal. So Arsenal. So your next 5 games then are Manchester United at home. Right, in the league, you've got Manchester United, Everton should be beating them, Brentford, Manchester City, then Aston Villa. You will be 2 away days in the Midlands then. Aston Villa, then straight after you got Leicester. But yeah, I think I can't wait for that match preview in Cup. We will. I think it's half-12 kickoff. What's a bit
Might be, yes.
silly time, but yeah. Where do you think all our teams will finish then this season? And I'll start off. I think Arsenal will finish top of the league. I think Aston Villa are gonna finish 6th or 7th, one of them. And I think, of course, your team, Ryan, Huddersfield, I think they will actually stay up, but I'm not too sure where. But Ryan, you go. Where do you think all our teams will finish this season?
Yeah, Arsenal for me will probably end up finishing top. Aston Villa, yeah, I can see you guys getting 6th. Actually, I can. I think or maybe 7th. I'm not sure. And then us, I think, yeah. Well, like I say, it's very much hard to speak about your own team when there's a lot of. I think obviously the last few games been quite bad, and obviously kind of find that positivity. But if we win out, results did go our way today. Obviously, Cardiff lost again. So if we do win our next 2 games in hand, which we are going to be finding ourselves out of the relegation zone by a few points. So yeah, I mean, I just want us to survive. So I'll probably settle for about I'd like to see us lift up a bit, probably 17th, 18th.
Okay, Manny.
Yeah, for Huddersfield, I do believe that you will stay up, but sadly, it will probably be a more titanic struggle. Because one thing you can agree, Ryan, that when it comes to the Championship, I know that relegation struggles in all leagues are always tightly fought affairs, but when it comes to the Championship, the prospect of when you stay in the Championship, you know that you're only 1 league away from potentially reaching the holy grail of the Premiership. So to go down to League One, I mean, that is something that could possibly hurt because you can see the drop off in levels with that. But I do believe that Huddersfield have enough to try and stay up. And obviously, with the signings you've made, Loughton, Knockett, and 1 or 2 others, you should be able to get to a system you want. And I do seem to remember you saying that the best part about buying Matt Loughton was that you could start playing a back 4 with Loughton as your right back. Has Fotheringham done that yet?
Yeah, no, he seems to be deploying as the wing back on the right hand side. So yeah, it doesn't seem that way, and I didn't really expect Loughton to be that kind of player that's in that position. But maybe that's where he feels like he should play. But obviously, we've got Ollie Turton come back as well now. Obviously, he's been out a while, with an injury. So obviously, he plays on the same side as Lowton. So I'm interested to see what happens. But I think Lowton, is playing well, so probably staying with him. But Turton, before he got injured, he was finding some form. So yeah, no, he hasn't played the back four. Yeah, he seems to like that 3-4-2-1. So yeah.
I get that. And of course, that means that Johnny Hogg, your captain, who is, of course, back in the picture, thank God, is now deployed as a midfielder of all things. So I think you and I will hopefully hope to have a talk more in depth on that, because that is something which of which you'll have a lot to say. I do think you'll stay up, but it will be an almighty struggle. It could very well be that you end up finishing 19th or 20th out of that 24 team league, but that should do you fine. Arsenal, to be honest, I always say there's many a slip between the cup and the lip. I know we do have the advantage of momentum, but look, I still think that when it comes to the actual experience of really going forward and taking it through to the end of the season, I just think that our inexperience will cost us. I think when it comes to the second half of the season, when it comes down to the stretch, teams like Manchester City will certainly, get their act together. I mean, Guardiola read them the riot act after the game against Tottenham, although they won 4-2. So I'm sure the players will start to take that seriously. I mean, some of them have to. Some of them might be ending up playing for their futures at the club. So that will be something to be seen. As far as Arsenal are concerned, I think we will. I had them finishing 5th, but now I'm confident that we will end up 3rd, because we should. I don't think we will have enough of the bottle to be able to take it through to the end of the season and actually win. But given that we started the season very well, even if we do fade away, we won't fade away so badly that we finish out of the Champions League places. And now, in honor of Mr. Francis, I will say that Villa, you do have some good momentum going on, and I do believe that you will definitely finish in the top half of the table. I have you finishing maybe 7th, I would say, because again, there's so many other teams who are, of course, in the mix, trying their hardest to get European football. And maybe now that Emery's come in, I think maybe again it might be that the lack of experience in some areas could potentially, harm you. But from what I've seen, you could definitely finish 6th. I have you finishing 7th, but I wouldn't be surprised if you finish 6th and secure European football for yourselves. And as I said, the second half of the season is when teams will really start to get solid. So basically, this is what I think. Arsenal will finish 3rd. Huddersfield will avoid relegation and finish in 19th or 20th. Aston Villa should finish 7th.
I'm just saying, Villa last game of the season is actually at home, and it's against Brighton over Albion. So winner could get Europa League at Villa Park as well.
Beautiful. That sets it up just wonderfully, and I'm sure you'll definitely have a lot riding on that for sure.
Yeah, but even Birmingham fans are saying now, and they're nervous that we're the best West Midlands team at the minute. That of course we could be getting that top 8, because all Blues fans know we're better than them. We're the best team in Birmingham. We're the best team in Midlands. I don't want Leicester fans coming to me saying, "Oh, we're the best team." You went actually the Midlands team. No, you're East Midlands, and you're still shit anyway. But yeah. So anyway, there you go, guys. There's another video. Before we wrap this up, I will be going through their YouTube. So start with Brian first, YouTube and your social medias.
Yeah, you can find me on my channel, of course. Huddersfield Town Fan TV. I'm not sure what next content's coming. Of course, I was meant to do some kind of content today, but so that didn't happen because of the postponement. But yeah, probably do a stream on Monday. Maybe give my thoughts about this kind of situation with the Blackpool kind of thing, or I may just touch upon it in my preview to the next game. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, obviously you can find my socials, HTFTV8 on Instagram and Twitter. So yeah, come and tune in and check me out.
Yeah, Manny.
Yeah, well, no YouTube of my own, but you can catch me on a few channels. And I want to say thanks to Bailey for having me on again. and obviously he seems very eager to have me coming on repeatedly, and I'd be more than delighted to. So shout out to you. Other YouTube channels: Del Boy Gunner TV, S Wheatley TV. I'll be doing a watch along with him for the Arsenal Manchester United game. Oris Talks Football, obviously, just got off a stream with him. Coach's Corner with Hanno Trollope. Tony Claude Gunner TV, Danny AFC TV, Up the Cherries in all departments, the Bournemouth fan channel, and several other channels where I've been a part of and have been on streams with. If I've missed anyone, if I haven't been able to think of you, I will send you a check in the post. I know I keep saying that, but you know that you're quite important to me. And being a part of these debates, as I say, it's all about being respectful to one another, knowing that we're united by our love of the game. And we just need to have some debates with one another without being, disrespectful or rude at times. So, yeah, that's what I hope to try and do every time I come on, and just have my say and let the chips fall where they may. So, thanks very much again to Bailey, and thanks to all of you for joining in and watching. You guys will help this channel grow, and I'm obviously willing to do my part, whatever I can. Have yourselves a good night. Sleep well. Stay happy. Stay safe. Don't do anything that Bailey, Ryan, or myself wouldn't do. But for now, I'm out. And of course, let me forget, Instagram, Manny Thangathrai 1981, full name and year of birth. Twitter, Thangathrai 1981, surname, year of birth.
Okay, thanks for that then. Of course, go and subscribe to my second channel here, Bailey Francis, and my main. I'm on the road to 100 subs. But before we go, I am going to put the banner here then. Great weekend so far. Aston Villa win, West Brom and Blues lose, and hopefully Wolves lose tomorrow. And of course, Leicester drawn today. So, could Villa only be the West Midlands team who get all 3 points this weekend? We will wait and see. But let's just say, up the Villa, we are out.